Hey guys, Mitch here with the AudioDabbler YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Aparillo, I guess it's Aparillo by Sugar Bytes. I was contacted by Audio Plugin Deals to see if I wanted to feature this on my channel. They gave me a code. They're not telling me what to say on the video, but they do have this app on offer from now until March 17th for 61% off, so you can get it for $39, which is pretty good deal for this app. And so I'm just gonna mess around with it, play some sounds, and then I might make a beat with it with my new MPC keys, do some sampling, so we'll let's see where this video takes us. All right, here's the interface of Aparillo. I got it loaded up into MPC 2. Just been messing around with this software since I've got my MPC Key 61, which is really nice, and definitely videos coming on that. I will be controlling it right now with the Minilab 3. Love this little controller. But right here in the middle, you will see all these little dots. And what that is those are LFOs. And so you can, if I drink the rate down, and the phase, and the jitter, you can kind of see everything kind of calms down on LFO 1. Same thing with LFO 2. As I play, it's kind of an XY pad, and you can speed up and change the rate and everything of the LFOs, which is nice fun little way to do some modulation. But I'm way down in the octaves. Let's see. Let's pull up. I really like this. I mean, you can do so much with this app. Let's see. For whatever reason, this is one of my favorites in this. So this just shows you the range. And you'll see all these little dots, these little things, and they're all pulsating and things like that. Each one of these is a little node. If you right click on it, like this is shift, operator balance, and reverb mix. And this is kind of the sound source maybe. And then as you get closer to one, you can see here it'll have a radius. And so as you get closer, it'll have more of an effect on it. And so this is one of the very unique parts of this application right here, this plugin. Because you can get some crazy stuff. And you can record this in too. So like if I wanted to record, I just hit record. Well, as soon as I start moving, you'll see the little line. And it'll go around. And now it's modulating all this stuff. And you've got some different settings here. If you'll notice, 4 bars, you got 8 up to 32 bars of modulation at a time. You can speed it up, slow it down. And if you right click anywhere not on a node, I guess we'll call them nodes. I'm not sure what they call them in the book, but You can move everything around if you just kind of click on the back canvas. Or you could move individual ones around. Okay, this is another patch called Swarm, and what I'm doing is basically going to hit the record button, and then I'm going to make the audio node, modulation node, just go around in circles, and then hit stop, and then it's going to continue doing that. And then I will just go through, and I'm just literally just randomly setting the amounts on all of these little nodes to give some weird things as it moves around in circles, just to get it to get some different weird modulations going on. And you can see you can do a lot. You can adjust the level and the pan as well. I didn't really fool with those, but as it hits each one of them, it just gives a little variety, a little modulation. I really think this is one of the biggest strengths to this app. And you can see here I'm messing around with the radius of a few of them. I made sure I hit all of the nodes. And then, like I was saying previously, if you just click on anywhere inside of that window, not on a node, then you can just kind of move things around and move all the nodes around, and so it'll give you each even more variations to the sound. I'm just holding a single note on the keyboard as well. I really like that little glitchy thing where it's going. Some nice little squelches. So this would be really perfect patch to just hit record and just messing around with this for a few minutes, and then bring it into something like my MPC and just chop out little tidbits of this and create some little glitchy things with it. It would be awesome. So I kind of land on an area that I kind of like, and I start switching up the notes a little bit, go down to real low. Those low notes just tickle my ears. Just this is an FM synthesizer, obviously, and so you have your ratios and your FM, and you have different algorithms for that. There's some really good tutorials on how to operate this thing. I'll link them in the description, because I am not an FM expert, but I know enough to do a little something. And so if we some cool things, if you're over here in the orbit, I guess an initial thing right here, if you're over here in the orbit, you click on this area right here, it'll bring you back to this kind of synth page. And you got the synth, you got effects, pretty nice reverb. You got some delay. And these aren't modulated, but all of these little things down here at the bottom, you can modulate. And so let's go back to the synth here, and let's bring up. All right, so I'm bringing up that FM1. And if I click on this, you'll see it's doing the same thing that the LFO1 is doing. And if I don't want it to do all, I can do even, odd, thirds, lower, upper. And so that's very interesting way of doing things. And so if I want to start messing with LFO1, I know if you do the phase all the way and the jitter, you'll get this kind of wavy thing. And so, and you can see over here that it's corresponding with kind of the wave. Yeah, it can get way out of hand really, really quickly. You've got your basic envelopes, which all can be modulated as well. Slope. If I want the amp envelopes over here, and that's a modulation envelope. Let's get some cutoff on this. Kind of cut out some of those high frequencies. Maybe drop this down. You can see pretty quickly here. So if you're wondering if you want to get to poly or unison over here on the envelopes, where you can get to that, and then you can play chords. And then I can turn this on. And really cool about this is it does have initialize all, or I can randomize objects, randomize amounts, radius. So just, messing around, not really knowing exactly what I'm doing. I understand a little bit on the FM synthesis, Not a bad little patch, it's good enough. I'll save it. Let's call this What do we got? 2, 4. Oops, need to 2. We'll go 2.4 amps. There we go. I'm just messing around. I've actually created a few. I hate naming things, and so we got 3 outlet here. But I mean, the range of sounds this thing can make, the drums, this 808, probably my favorite 808. Just such a good 808, man. It does have a lot of drums in it, which is kind of what I was thinking. Bring this over, sample into my MPC Key 61, and see what I can do as far as making a beat. And so we will. I'll mess around, get some plugins, try to film a little bit of that, and hopefully the beat turns out okay. And I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so I have fed my new MPC Key 61 Aparillo. I have several programs. I got some drums, some glitches, accordion, an 808, and a weird kind of sample. And let me go through all of these. Let me go ahead and unmute the ones I want. Still trying to figure out this MPC flow. I got a Force, completely different operating system than the MPC, so I know the Force fairly well. This is like Creek, but anyway, so sampled a kick, a couple kicks here, a little snare, a couple of hi-hats, and then we have the glitches. And I've got a whole bunch of different effects on those glitches, some filters, stutters, channel strip. It's hard to see. I'm going to work on trying to get a better camera view of this screen if I'm going to do some tutorials on this. Got me a key group. I like the accordion. I do have some reverb and a little amp sam on the accordion. Let's go to the 808. I love that 808. 808 so good. And a bunch of unused tracks. Here's a weird sample. And I will show you that sample. That's just like a kind of like a pad that I sampled out, and then I just kind of chopped it up and messed around with it, and I thought it turned out pretty good. So here is the track here. Let me do some pad mutes. Start out with this glitchy. So I thought that turned out pretty good. Not necessarily my first beat with the MPC Key 61, but still very new to the MPC workflow and everything. And hopefully I'm very much enjoying it. Really enjoyed Aparillo. Make sure that if you're watching this video and it's before March 17th, Audio Plugin Deals is having a sale on that, 61% off. And thanks for watching. All links are in the description. They're all affiliate links, so clicking on those do help out my channel. And I will talk to you guys in the next one.